All right, everybody, it's time for another Off the Top Sportscast. I'm John, and that is Roy. Roy, we got something special for you today. It's going to be a little off the top story time. So, I know that our number one rule, and only rule right now, of the Off the Top Sportscast is that we don't talk about guys that we haven't seen play. However, I have something about a legend that you know that you have never ever heard. This person is a Hall of Famer, one of the greats of the game. And there is a fact that I'm going to say that 90% of the people have never heard and that you've never heard.
Okay. Interesting.
All right. So this person played baseball. When he was a young man, his uncle was a great pitcher. And his uncle actually legendarily struck out Babe Ruth. When he was young, he started to teach his nephew how to hit the ball and how to play. His uncle threw some nasty sliders at him and just pounded the ball at him so that this guy became a great hitter. This guy was then put into the Hall of Fame, and yet he had a secret. He was inducted, didn't say a word. When there was other people inducted that, let's say, he could have revealed his secret at the time, he still kept it in. And it was all the way until a different Hall of Fame opened up that he kept this secret. He was the first player ever inducted into the Latino Hall of Fame when they opened their doors. And that, and only then, did he reveal that he was part Mexican, that he was Mexican. Can you guess the Hall of Fame player that went through all his years of playing baseball and never revealed his ethnicity? In fact, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame 7 years before Roberto Clemente, who is widely known as the first Latino ever inducted into the MLB Hall of Fame.
Wow. You said before.
He was inducted into the Major League Hall of Fame 7 years before Roberto Clemente. But he just never told anybody that he was Spanish. His heritage is Mexican.
Wow, very interesting. No.
Do you have a guess?
Okay. Did you tell me what position he played? Did you say that?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not.
I thought for some reason in my head a pitcher was in my head because you said if his uncle was a pitcher, maybe I would think he was trying to help him as a hitter, but maybe he would have been a pitcher also. That was my frame of mind. No, he's not a pitcher. No, I don't. So far, I don't know. Give me.
So let me give you some hints. He stayed with one team his entire career. He was voted to 19 All-Star games. So he was a 19-time All-Star. 2-time MVP. Anything?
Oh no, I can't think of anything because really, the sad part is when you think of Latin players or African American players, there's not many that come to mind in that era.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, now as you coming back up, you think of a lot of great Latin players.
Sure.
Pitch,
Yeah.
Mexican.
So Let me tell you a story that might tell you who it is.
All right.
On the final day of the season, this player had a meeting with his coach, and his coach said, "I'm going to sit you down because we want you to have the record. We don't want you to mess up. If you mess up today, you can mess up the record." And he said, "No, coach, I'm playing." And in fact, it was a doubleheader.
Man, why is that coming to, when you said that, for some things coming to my head for some crazy reason, but I can't get the player. But that situation, something sounds familiar.
Yeah. So because he played that doubleheader, and because he went 6 for 8 in those 2 games, instead of ending the season with 400 batting average, first person to ever do it, he ended with 406.
Wow.
That player is Ted Williams.
Are you kidding?
Ted Williams, basically known as the greatest hitter of all time.
Wow. And he's Mexican?
He's Mexican. His mother married a American gentleman, and that's how he got the last name Williams. But his uncle was a star pitcher in the Mexican League. And Babe Ruth back in the day, because to promote the Negro leagues and the Latino leagues, and he would go and do exhibitions. So one of his claims to fame is that he struck out Babe Ruth in an exhibition game. His uncle's one of his uncles' claim to fame. Just so we have some kind of statistics, he had 2,654 hits, 521 home runs, and ended his career with a 344 batting average. Ted Williams, the first Latino ever inducted into the Spanish Latino Baseball Hall of Fame, right when they opened their doors. And when he got inducted to that one, it was the first time he had ever admitted his ethnicity. And he,
great story. Great story. I would have never picked it. I would have never known. But one of the great hitters out there. Everybody knows Ted Williams.
Yeah. So, folks, I just wanted to bring that story because I know that we always talk about the players that we have seen play. It doesn't mean that we're forgetting those players that we've, those legendary players, but we don't want to just present it and throw these guys out there and start comparing them to today's game, because we just never seen them play. However, Ted Williams is one of the greatest players that ever played baseball, and just happened to be a Mexican American.
Great facts. Hey guys, this is what we're all about off the top, blowing the top off of it. That was a great information. Guys, any comments you have, please comment, give us, try to get to us any way you can. Give us something that something you want us to talk about. Please subscribe. We're just trying to start off a little channel, getting better, improving, having fun, trying to get to 25 subscribers. Watch us, follow us. It's about what's off the top.